T7M Radio brings to you the best of 7 sports talk with 7 Mitchell.
I wanted to start off real quick with some sports, Jay, because I saw some breaking news a couple minutes ago out of the NBA when it came to former NBA center Shawn Bradley. Did you hear about the story about Shawn Bradley?
Yeah, he was riding his bike and a car hit him, and now he's paralyzed.
Yeah, back in January, Shawn Bradley was struck from behind by an automobile while he was riding his bicycle like a block away from his home in Utah. He had underwent some neck fusion surgery, and he spent like the last 8 weeks in hospitalized rehabilitation. And he's paralyzed at this point.
Yeah, that's crazy, though.
If y'all don't know who Shawn Bradley is, now he's 48 years old now, but Shawn Bradley was the 7'6" big center coming out of BYU. He was a number 2 picked in the 1993 draft. I think he was drafted behind Shaq, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I think Shaq went number 1, and Shawn Bradley went number 2. You know, Shawn Bradley never got a lot of respect in the league because he was so tall and so skinny. And when you got guys like that, them the guys that you want to kind of posterize. So he never really got that much respect in the league. But, I mean, he always did what he was supposed to do as far as trying to, block shots, rebounds. This was a sad story.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Man.
Like, a block from your house.
Yes.
Like, that's crazy. But, I mean, at least he got his wife to be by his side.
That's a fact.
So,
that's a fact.
That's good, because I know that he's probably just like, he can't believe it.
You can't even imagine the mental adjustment. First of all, if you 7'6", being able to just be normal, being 7'6", you already looking weird to everybody anyway. Can you imagine being 7'6" and can't move?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, that's a whole different ball game now. No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark Cuban made a statement, the Mavericks owner. He said that he was sad to hear about Shawn's accident. Shawn has always been incredibly determined and shown a fighting spirit. This is what Mark Cuban has said, owner from the Dallas Mavericks. He also said we wish him nothing but the best in his recovery, and he will always be part of our Mavericks family. So thoughts and prayers go out to Shawn Bradley, man. This is a sad story. In 2021. I mean, I wasn't a big favorite, a fan of him, but don't nobody want to see nobody go out like this.
Nah.
What's up with these trades, Jay? Lord have mercy. It's heating up today.
I'm happy for PJ Tucker going to the Bucks.
Oh my goodness.
I'm happy. I'm happy with that one. I'm happy with Trevor Ariza going to the Heat. I mean, those are 2 good trades.
Now, the NBA trade deadline is March the 25th. So Jay and I was going to definitely talk about what top teams could possibly make some moves to enhance their chances. Today, PJ Tucker got traded from the Houston Rockets over to Milwaukee. And what was the other person that we just mentioned?
Trevor Ariza got traded from the Thunder to
Miami to play with the Heat. Wow. So what do you think about P.J. Tucker being added with Giannis in them? Is that a good move? Is that something that you think they need?
Yeah, you needed another forward that could defend multiple possessions, and he could space the floor, and he could shoot the 3. That's what you need. You need shooters around Giannis, because Giannis can't shoot. He can do pretty much everything else, but he can't shoot.
That's a super fact.
Like, whenever he finally figures that part out, he will really be a dominant player.
I feel bad for John Wall, Jay.
I do, now.
I feel so bad for John Wall because look what he thought he was getting into leaving Washington and going to Houston. At that time, I know James Harden was iffy, but on paper, you had James Harden, you had Boogie Cousins, P.J. Tucker, the rest of the gang. All of those guys are gone now, and we just the All-Star break. And John Wall is left with nothing.
Yeah, and there is rumors of supposedly it's a possibility that Victor Oladipo gets traded because he has signed the extension.
From out of Houston?
So, yeah, it's a possibility.
Wow. Wow.
Either he gets traded during the season, or with free agency coming up at the end of the season, he's not gonna be there.
So
So if I'm
as of right now in the Eastern Conference, the Milwaukee Bucks is 25-14. They 2.5 games back of the Philadelphia 76ers for first place in the East. Brooklyn Nets is in second place. With Milwaukee being the third, picking up PJ Tucker, do you think they will increase the standings with it when it comes to this franchise, or
I
are they
think they
pretty
have a
much going to be the
chance.
same?
Nah, I think they got a chance, because a lot of the games now, if Giannis doesn't have big scoring games, they don't have a chance of winning, and it shouldn't be that, because you got Chris Middleton, you added Drew Holiday, and also you got what's the guy's name? You got Bobby Portis off the bench providing you some scoring. So it's like y'all got all these options around Giannis, but it's like, who gonna really step up?
I think they need to address that backup guard position now. They just let go DJ Augustine.
Oh yeah. They
Milwaukee
traded
did?
DJ. Yeah, they traded DJ Augustine and the trade for PJ Tucker.
But this is
So
why
you
I
don't have a
agree.
backup.
This is why I agree with you. When you say that they potentially could move up, because you look at the two teams in front of them, they can't stay healthy.
Nope.
Philly's not going to remain.
That's a great point.
Philly's not going to remain number one with Joel being out. That's a fact.
Nope.
Now Brooklyn could shift 1, 2, 3, 4, depending on load management or them guys being healthy. So Brooklyn is a wild card, but Philly is not going to keep this number one spot, but for so long.
Nah, it ain't gonna happen.
Now, Miami, you talked about Trevor Ariza going to Miami. We know what he's about. He's a scrapper. Miami is right behind Milwaukee. They are a little bit further back, though. They 6 games back out of first place, but they're in the 4th place. Do you think that Trevor Ariza will make a big improvement to Miami?
Yeah, because he's a veteran. He's won championships. So with him and all that, he can tell Jimmy Butler, Bam, Tyler Hero, Gordon Dragic, pretty much, okay, this is what my teams that won the championship did. I'm not trying to change you guys, but maybe y'all need to add this, or we need to do this better to make the chances higher. Because Miami's good with Bam and Jimmy and Tyler, but it's like, if they're having off nights, who gonna step up?
He's a good addition, and I think if they make if they make another deep playoff run like last year, he's definitely going to help them. I don't know if he's going to get them over the hump, but he'll help, be a soldier. He's experienced. I'm not sure if Trevor at this point is a person that's going to be able to move these guys up from 4th to 3rd or the 2nd or the 1st place when we got the other competition. I don't think that he's going to make a difference when it comes to the standings for the regular season, but in the playoffs, I think that's when he'll kind of make his presence known. He'll give Miami maybe 2 or 3 plays in the playoffs that may help them win a couple games.
Yeah, I agree with that. When it's going to matter the most, he's going to step up. And that's pretty much what they need.
Now,
he's just adding that experience.
Okay. But you think that'll help, though, right, in the playoffs if they make it?
Yeah, absolutely. I think they kind of need that. Like him mixed with Andre Iguodala's IQ and their experience, I think it's definitely going to help.
With the NBA trade line being, about a little over a week away, March the 25th, do y'all think any of the major teams, the top teams in the league, will be making a trade? Now, we got Philly, Brooklyn, and Milwaukee as the top 3 in the East. And in the West, we got Utah, Phoenix still in 2nd place.
Phoenix made a trade today.
With the guard?
Phoenix traded to get Torrey Craig from the Bucks.
Yeah, cash considerations.
So I like that trade though, because Torrey Craig can defend and he can shoot the 3. So I like that addition coming off of your bench.
And they ain't give up nothing for him. So
they ain't really give up nothing.
What do y'all think about the New York Knicks?
I like the Knicks, but it's like, I don't know. I like that Julius Randle's getting his respect. He made the All-Star team.
I'm not buying into shit.
Emmanuel
Not sold.
Quigley's doing good for a rookie. I expected more from Obi Toppin. I expected just a little bit more. But overall, for them as a team, they're doing better than I expected.
You're not sold, Muggy?
I'm not. I'm just not. I'm not. I just don't think it's enough. I don't really like how their team is constructed. If Julius Randle is your number one option, I think you're going to have some problems.
They're going to definitely have to do something with this team. But I am surprised with it being over 40 games that they 20-21. They in eighth place. If the season ended now, the Knicks would be in the playoffs. You know, Tom Thibodeau does have them guys playing defense. And one thing about it, I don't know if they will get somebody in trades, but New York got some money. So they can actually sign somebody.
Victor Oladipo. That's who they try to go after.
Victor?
They try to go after everybody.
Yeah, if the Knicks want Victor Oladipo, they also want Russell Westbrook.
Oh, no.
They want anybody they can get at this point.
But I don't think Russell Westbrook would be an answer in New York. I don't think that would work. Because no sooner as they start losing, he's gonna feel a certain way. And he's already getting blamed in Washington for them not winning games. I mean, he's part to blame, but he's not to blame.
I was watching Undisputed today with Skip and Shannon, and they were talking about LaMelo Ball in the interview. They asked him, was he going to be excited about facing LeBron James for the first time? And he basically shrugged it off, saying no. Is that cap to you, Jay, or do you feel like that might be real talk coming from young LaMelo?
I mean, coming from him, and he's had the limelight in his, as far as everything he's doing as far as basketball, yeah, I don't think it's a big deal for him. He's around celebrities all the time, whether it's rappers, entertainers, basketball players. So playing against LeBron, I don't think it's major for him.
That's interesting. You did a good job, Jay. You went about we in about 5-7 minutes into the podcast, and you didn't get disrespectful until this point. You gave it about 7 good minutes before you said something disrespectful. We're talking about LeBron James. We're talking about. I know LaMelo has been traveling around the world. He's been playing with pros, grown men, this, that, and the third. He's never ever been around no one like LeBron James. This is so disrespectful.
I'm just talking about just his celebrity. So maybe his celebrity and how he's gone about a lot of different things. That's why I say, like, for him to say it, I'm not surprised he said it. He getting a little cocky just like his father.
I don't like it. If the question was, are you intimidated? Are you nervous? If he would have said no, I'm good with that. For you to sit up there and say you're not excited to play against LeBron James for the first time, and this honestly has to be you didn't come up on Michael. You might not even came up on Kobe. LeBron was the guy you came up on. Yeah. So for you to say you're not excited, the guy he came up on. Come on, man. Just stop it.
I don't think he was trying to be disrespectful in saying it. But then again, you know these young players nowadays, some of them just don't care.
I think he's the best out of the Ball brothers, out of all three. I'm not going to take that away from him.
Nah, I'm definitely not taking. I definitely won't take that away from him. He's definitely the best one out of the three.
Do you think that the Ball family? Do you think the Ball family got an issue with LeBron? Maybe this is where that comment came from.
Probably so, because you know how LeVar is. When everybody mentions any other player, he's always like, "Well, LaMelo is like the star." This, that, and the third.
And the whole departure with Lonzo with the Lakers, just, them wanting to get rid of them early for AD, and it didn't happen. Like that I think that caused a little problem. Look at Ingram. I think Ingram not too happy about that.
But that worked out for Brandon Ingram. And Brandon Ingram needed a new environment to really, like, us to look at him and be like, that boy can play.
When you look at it,
we knew he could play, but it's like all the extra stuff in LA just wasn't it.
Almost everyone in that trade, it wound up working out for him. Lonzo's playing well. Julius Randle's playing well. Even Kyle Kuzma, he wasn't part of the trade. He remained, but All those guys involved in the talks are playing pretty decent, except for maybe Josh Hart. I don't see too much from him.
Well, Josh Hart, this is the thing, and I think people will say he's not playing, I guess, great. For what is his niche as far as playing is the effort and the stuff that really doesn't show up on the stat sheet. That's really like his niche as far as basketball. So, as far as the Pelicans, he's getting the job done.
Right.
But as far as the Lakers, he wasn't really getting the minutes. Two, he couldn't really shoot then either.